Hello everyone! Welcome back to my channel, it's Eclectic Emma here. Hope you're having an amazing day, night, morning, afternoon, whatever you're doing. Hope it's amazing. Today's video is a goodbye. It's a goodbye to 2020 because it's the 30th today, the 30th of December, and tomorrow's the 31st, the last day of 2020. And I just wanted to have a little sit down video, unscripted, just chatting about this year. Holy shit. 2020 has been the biggest year for me. It's been the first year I moved out of home. I moved to a city. I've never lived in a city before. I lived on my own before. How the fuck do you do that? I did it. And I had my first boyfriend this year. I had a lot of exciting things happen to me this year. And it's just been a crazy ride. So let's start from the start, the beginning. Yeah, I moved out of home. I went to Sydney. I started attending uni at Macquarie Uni. I am studying business there. It's a 3 years course, so I'm still studying next year, which I'm excited for. My first semester was pretty crazy. Honestly, very crazy for me. At the start, I partied a lot.
If a nigga tap, you look like someone that I used to know. Undefeated with the bitches. I'm
O week.
This is our week.
This is fucking our week. Boomerang this shit.
Houses there. I met a lot of people at the start. I met a lot of people from different areas, more than I've ever done before. Like I met lots of Bangladesh. I met lots of Indians. I met lots of I met people from UK. I also met people from America. I met so many different nationalities this year, and I actually got to know like a few more than others. So I'd say I got to know more Bangladesh than anything. I really get along with those people. I think they're really nice people. But yeah, I met a whole bunch of different people this year, and that was the most exciting thing. You know, I lived with these Indian girls. I also lived with this Chinese boy for a period of time. I lived with this Australian boy. You know, I went through a lot this year, and this first semester especially, like, things got pretty intense when COVID hit. I would say after partying and then going to uni, meeting friends and whatnot, COVID hit, and that was hard.
Lame.
You know, that took a toll on everybody. Nobody actually knew what was going on. I especially didn't. In a lot of ways, COVID didn't hit me, you know, as much as other people did, because I was just out there doing my thing, to be honest. And a lot of it, I know this probably sounds bad, but I didn't actually quarantine as such. Like in Sydney, like we were obviously ordered to quarantine and you know, stay home, and a lot of people had spent that time alone. But for me, I didn't actually do that. A lot of the time during quarantine, I was surrounded by friends because I lived in a uni village. People kind of saw each other anyway, although we were all enclosed, so it was kind of like quarantine anyway. So I did that. I did a lot of partying in quarantine. That's very true. That was very interesting. I had so much stories about that I probably won't go into. Lots of old friends, lots of people I don't talk to anymore from that period of time in my life. However, I will still remember that, and I'll still cherish those moments because that was such a random time. Like first quarantine ever in like how many years? How many thousands of years? Like when have we ever had to quarantine? Never. So that was super rough for me. You know, I learned a lot about myself in that period of time. I learned about drugs. I learned about partying. I learned about myself. I learned about sex. I learned about boys. I learned about so much stuff this year, and you know, I'm gonna be really real. Like, I'm gonna be really real and chatting to you on this channel because there's no point in being fake. I'm happy to say, you know, how I really view things, and this year has been such a crazy year. I think yeah, that first semester, it was okay. My studies, honestly, to be honest, were kind of neglected that semester just because everything kind of got jumbled up. However, I did do my studies, I did pass that semester, it was really great. Online learning was pretty tough for me. I found it really hard to be engaged. You couldn't really meet people that way. So in that kind of way, it did suck. Because a lot of the times, I just moved to Sydney, I was so excited and expected to make so many friends, and because of COVID-19, it was really hard for that to happen. So yeah, that took a toll on me and everybody, I think. I also had a different job. I got a job at Boost Juice when I first moved, but then after COVID hit, they're still closed, and I'm not working for them anymore. So yeah, lots of things happened, and then I had my 18th birthday. In June this year, which was huge for me. Like 2020, it's been huge. I had my 18th birthday. During a quarantine sort of situation. However, I did have a party. I did have people over. I had my family and I had a few friends over. That was really fun to celebrate, which was really, really nice. Yeah, I was really grateful and really happy that I got to do that because of the pandemic. It was really hitting hard. However, I was just kind of out of that quarantine period. So luckily I got to celebrate with friends and family, and that was really awesome. And yeah, that my 18th night, I don't remember anything. I spewed that night, karaoke, bloody everything that goes on 18 birthday parties. That's definitely what happened. It was crazy for me. It was such a wild ride, but yeah, so my 18th birthday happened, yes. I also got into my first car accident this year. Like, that was interesting myself. Luckily, it wasn't anything too serious. It wasn't anything too bad. I didn't get injured or anything like that. It was just expensive. That's another thing. I spent a lot of money this year on accommodation, car accidents, things. This has just been one of those years where you're not really making money, but you're more spending money, and that's obviously because of COVID, but now it's kind of changing a bit more. I'm actually making some income now, so I'm really happy with myself. The second semester, I think went really, really smoothly. I ended up getting a boyfriend for this semester. That was really lovely. I love my boyfriend a lot. We've been together for 6 months now, so that's really exciting. We've experienced so much. We understand each other a lot. I've never gotten this close to anyone in my life. I think that is such a crazy thing to go through, especially for the first time. You understand and you know someone a lot, and they've seen every side of you, and I think my boyfriend has definitely seen every side of me. And he accepts that, and he loves me for that, and that is such a amazing feeling. Yeah, not only that, but I've also realized a lot this year. I've appreciated my family so much this year. I love my family so much this year. After moving out of home, you realize how much your family means to you, and I realized that my family means so much to me, and I miss my family a lot, not living back where I was last year, and yeah, and I miss that, seeing my family every day, and but I've grown to appreciate them more than ever, and I'm really, really grateful for that, and I love them so much. Also this year, I've understood what it's like to not go to school every day, and that's been really interesting for me. I was really happy to leave school when I did leave school last year. I felt like I was so ready to move on and to do bigger things, and to go and achieve my goals and chase my dreams, and at times I think COVID really kind of killed a lot of that inspiration for me. However, a lot of it's kind of coming back now. As you can see, I've started a YouTube channel, just something out of the ordinary. I used to be really scared of starting a YouTube channel, but I actually really wanted to for a really long time. So I'm really glad that I've kind of gotten out of that, and I'm really open, and I'm making videos, and I'm doing that sort of stuff now. So I'm really grateful that I've gotten more confidence in that sort of way. But yeah, it's been really different not to go to school every day. You know, I don't see some of my friends as much as I did, which has been really hard for me, and I miss them a lot, and every time I see them I think I cherish moments a lot more. I really think this year I have just I've grown up a lot this year. A lot, not just for myself, but you know, understanding and being with others as well. I've had to deal with, you know, a lot of things, and emotionally I've gone through like probably the worst stuff this year. I would say that I've been super, you know, depressed this year. I've been, you know, I've been really low. At times of this year I've been really low, but I really think that the highs have been really high too. Like when I say highs, I mean I've had really, really great times, but I've also had really, really bad times. So I would say that because of the bad times, the good times just feel so much better. And that's a really true thing I think I felt this year. I would love to every year make a sit down video like this just to discuss what I think the big things are that I learned this year. And I really think I learned empathy a lot this year. I have always been really empathetic, but now I am way more empathetic than I ever used to be. And I think, I don't know why that's a thing. I've been super emotional this year. You know, but I'm actually kind of grateful for that, because me being emotional in that sort of way actually gives me a different perspective on things. I sort of understand things a bit differently to what I would usually understand them, and that has been really interesting for me. And you know, looking back on this year, I didn't even write any notes on this year. I just wanted to, you know, just get it out there, chat about everything, and seriously, I really think 2020 has been a huge year, not just for me, but for everyone. I also got another job this year, at the end of the year, which I am really, really grateful for. You know, my priorities are kind of different now. Work is definitely probably my biggest priority. I'm always thinking about work, sometimes in a negative way. Sometimes that's not a good thing for me, because I feel like I don't have much of a social life other than work now. However, I've only been at this job for 1 month, and I know that when you're at a job for, you know, 1 month, 2 month period, it's quite new and you're still understanding it. So hopefully next year I'll be able to get over that and make a work-life balance. Next year I'm super excited for uni to start. I have no idea if it is in person or online again. You know, if it is online again, that's okay. That is the way it is. There's nothing really I can do about that. However, I think I would prefer for it to be face-to-face. I'd love to have those connections, not only with my teachers, but also with people in class too. I always love, you know, seeing new faces and meeting new people. So I'm really excited for that next year. I need to start cooking. Hopefully this year I can get into cooking. Who knows if that's actually gonna happen. But yeah, it's this little quick video on like saying goodbye to 2020. Goodbye. And hello 2021. I'm so excited for you and what you can bring to me and what you can teach me. Every year I feel like I am constantly learning something new. This year I have learned so much different stuff. Everything has been new this year. Hopefully next year I might get into the groove. I might understand how things work. Who knows? If you're subscribed to my YouTube channel, I would like to say a big thank you to you. Thank you for believing in me and supporting me this early on. You know, I always have something, I have so many notes on my phone. It's just like video ideas that I have dot points under them. I have so many right now. I'd also like to say a big good luck to you next year. I hope next year, 2021, is a fabulous year for you. And I hope that everything goes your way this year. I hope you get all your wants and dreams next year, and to the end of this year. Celebrate, be with your families. If you can be with your families, appreciate your families, really love your families. Tell them you love them this year. Tell them you love them next year. Tell them you love them every single year. Love your good friends. Appreciate the friends that have always been there for you and that have, you know, stood by you. Everything that you've always wanted to do but you didn't have enough guts to do, do it this year. This is the year. Everyone can do this. 2021 is going to be a big year for everyone. So good luck, and I love you all so much, and I will definitely be seeing you in the new year.